I've been up all night reading the Jeffrey Epstein emails, which are basically about 20,000 emails from the disgraced late sex offender and financier to many high-powered people, friends of his, former president of Harvard, and others. What really struck me about these emails was some of the things that Epstein said about his former friend and close confidant, Donald Trump. So here's my three top takeaways from this. The first one was in February 2017 when former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers was talking to Epstein about Trump and how he hadn't wrecked the world yet. This is soon after he took office. And that Epstein said, well, I think I've told you about him before. There's not one decent cell in his body. I've met some very bad people, none as bad as Trump. He also told Summers, you see how dirty Trump is. And this is just days after Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen, had pled guilty to charges that implicated Trump in some financial crimes, including paying hush money to a former stripper and adult dancer to keep her quiet right before the 2016 election. In other emails from around that time, Epstein said that Trump was dropping an F-bomb, said Trump was effing crazy and borderline insane. Also that he was very dangerous and that you had to watch him very carefully. And he said this was corroborated by friends, people that knew Trump very well. At that point, Epstein purportedly had been estranged from Trump for some time, at least maybe a decade, and hadn't been close to him. But he was still of the belief that Trump was a very dangerous person. And to me, the most significant one is around December 2018, when the feds were investigating Epstein for sex trafficking charges that ultimately led to his arrest and his apparent suicide in a Manhattan jail. They were talking about Trump again, and somebody was saying that basically, they're just investigating Epstein's plea agreement back in 2008 in Florida to see what they could get about Trump. And that don't worry, it will blow over. There's not anything to worry about here. They're just focusing on Trump. And Epstein said, what's wild about that is I am the one who could take him down. And he was referring to Trump. He didn't say what he knew that could take Trump down, and the conversation ended there. But it's something that I know that lawmakers, especially Democrats, have flagged, and they want to get to the bottom of that.